What's up, everybody? Sorry, I was enjoying that. It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars. This is episode number 3 of our 2023 career. Whereas we are the WWE, and we are continuing on with the road to payback right now. So, besides the fact that we're just doing WWE, and I wanted to kind of build a storyline that I can, talk about as we go along and stuff like that. And we're gonna, go through the storyline, and each week we'll talk about how I think it's moving and how, and stuff like that. So for this episode, we're going to get into that storyline. It's going to be a slow burn, so it's going to, we're not going to go full on into it this first episode. Like, it's not all going to happen on the first. There we go. But we'll see. Like I said, it'll start slow. Like right now, we're going to sign some wrestlers, and then hopefully the storyline will start taking place. But let's go into the main page. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because there we go. Okay. So I have put some wrestlers, I wanted to do it as a surprise. I attempted to sign 3 wrestlers and a non-wrestling figure. Because this is Monday, we have to get through Monday Night Raw before we can get into those signings. So we'll see. But basically what I wanted to do, maybe I should wait on telling you the story of that until we get to see who comes into our promotion. And yeah, so we'll just go to our show. We sold 5,600 seats the last time we were here. Sold out that venue. I could just do that and make it a lot easier. So we'll go to the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor, Maine. I know where that is. That's only hours away from here. Okay. So we'll do an 8. Okay, no. So Owens is not back yet, so we'll put Sammy to team up with Seth against Finn and Damian. Drew and Gunther. Actually, we're going to make that a Intercontinental Championship match here. To kind of a SummerSlam rematch. Do I have... I do have them, okay. I was wondering if it was Imperium and Alpha. Okay, is Liv out in this? Yep, Liv is injured, okay. Let's see. Let's do a 6-woman tag, 6-person tag. With Candice no. Darn it. Not Emma. We don't know where Emma is. lies, or where her loyalties lie right now. But Candice, Indy, and Raquel against Rhea, Chelsea, and at this time Sonya. We have to at some point get that little rivalry going between. I have a storyline where we can take Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, and Piper Niven. Let's put Kaiser and Kaiser and Gable just fought in real life, so let's go with Kaiser and Otis. Let's do Cedric and Shelton. Where's Loomis and Gargano? Then let's do the other match between Imperium and Alpha. So Vinci and Gable. Let's do a women's match. And let's put our favorite, our homegrown talent, Tawny Callahan. But I was gonna put her. We can put her either with Baszler or Niven, because we want to boost both of them. Obviously, Niven, because I want to make that storyline, but Baszler in there. We got to remind people who, like she says, we got to remind people who Baszler is. And we're going to put Akira Tozawa and Mustafa Ali together, which makes no sense, but it should be decent little match. And that's going to be round 1. This is going to be Raw. It'll be very interesting to see who wins the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, I didn't put Dom in this show. That's all right. Dom got main event in. Oh, I didn't even get to choose what I wanted to do. Oh, interesting little hiccup there. Well, here are the results of Raw. Mustafa Ali defeats Akira Tozawa with an 86. I think that was a great match to have. Shayna Baszler defeats Tawny Callahan, 77. Chad Gable defeats Giovanni Vinci, 75. Alexander and Shelton Benjamin defeat Loomis and Gargano with an 81. Wow, nice. Otis and Kaiser. Otis defeats Kaiser, so both American Alpha, Alpha Academy, excuse me. Jeez. They win. Rhea, Chelsea, and Sonya win with a 71. Drew McIntyre retains with an 87. And Sami and Seth defeat Balor and Priest with an 85 for an 88.60. So we lost 544, but as you know, we gain. The big number in this part is 1.276 million views. We're still at 100%, and our promoter rating increases. Sorry about that. I didn't know why that kind of white screened us and then instantly went to results, but we'll take it though. Drew McIntyre and Gunther was the match of the night. So now we're going to see between Monday and Friday if our new signees for our rivalry or our storyline starts. We got 2 emails. Feuds are a great way. It's Vince McMahon talking to me, and Kofi Kingston is returning. Okay. So we know that I'm getting, those of you who know me, I know I'm a big Marlins fan. I'm getting updates from the game. Kofi Kingston now available. We know that Kofi and Ricochet had a good match. I mean, not Kofi. Apollo Crews there. No, not Apollo Crews. What am I saying? Xavier Woods. Oh, jeez. I'll be all right. Xavier Woods and Ricochet had a good match last week. Let's click on. 2 more unread. So Jim Cornette has accepted our offer, but we have to look at this trainee. He's a heavyweight with great mic skills. He's got a 70 in-ring ability. Okay. So we could technically bring this as Adam Williams as our original HVW guy, who was a 70 in-ring ability, so that would make sense. And oh geez, Adam Williams and Tony Callahan are back in the promotion together. They had a long-standing relationship. It was Adam Williams, right? I think so. I hope so. But that's what it is now. That's what happens because remember, our promotion was 2021. So, but Jim Cornette has accepted the offer, and this is how the storyline is going to start. Is that Jim Cornette comes in. Now, one of the best storylines that failed miserably that I liked the idea was back in 1997, Cornette has the big promos that he was doing, and he had the promo about wrestling, and he wanted to bring wrestling back into sports entertainment, and so that's when he brought in the NWA. And if you listen to the podcast like Grill and JR and Something to Wrestle With, they'll talk about it and how that was basically made as a failure. It was a failed thing from the start, and but I say, okay, we're going to bring it back, but we're not going to bring back the NWA because there's already an NWA in here, and I'm not going to pilfer them to call themselves the NWA and our thing, because let's see, who am I going to pilfer out of them? Am I going to bring in EC3? We've had EC3. So I'm just going to either bring in or take from here or something, a group of wrestlers, who in this game are, as they are described as wrestlers, and Cornette's going to lead this faction against, the sports entertainers. And I know that's been done, and I know we have heel factions everywhere in this, with the Bloodline and Imperium and Judgment Day and all that, but still, we're going to do it. But Jim Cornette's going to lead it. And will we get any of our 3 wrestlers I tried to get into the promotion? Okay, Timothy Thatcher is coming back to the promotion. So Timothy Thatcher was part of NXT, but he's going to get... and then he got released, and then he is coming back now. And here we go. Jonathan Gresham has accepted. We have to pay Impact $30K to get him. But again, I think that's going to be a good deal. And Nick Aldis has accepted the offer. So there is our current faction. Now, like I said, there's going to be more, at least one more. But he's going to come from the WWE. But now we have them in. The plan is I don't know what I'm gonna call them yet. So right now they're just gonna be kind of Camp Cornette. I don't know yet what they'll officially be called, but Aldis, Gresham, and Thatcher are going to come in. Now the other plan is to have choose an option. New is to have the Camp Cornet tag team. Again, right now, if you guys have any suggestions on what the wrestling rivalry will be, oh no, now the game is tied. But Team Cornet is going to be Gresham, and Thatcher. So they're going to be represent the tag team of this thing, whereas Aldis is going to be kind of the leader. But their goal is to rid the WWE of the sports entertainment and bring it back to wrestling. So, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what happens to them. But okay, so we're going to SmackDown. We have 5650. So we'll try the Big E Coliseum in West Springfield, Mass. Down I-90. So, who's on my SmackDown roster that can kind of get into a match with these guys? AJ would be huge, but you know, Dolph, Elton. Yeah, see, but you could put them against the OC, but you would, you'd have to make the OC, or storyline wise, you would have to make them win. And yeah. Rey Mysterio. Hit Row. Oh, I could kind of have a little bit of I could have them. Okay. I see who the tag team should face. Who is a guy that all this could take on? Gonna take on Uncle Howdy. He's gonna take on Michael Cole. Gonna take on John Cena. The people that would work would be guys that could take on that should beat him easily, or that are so far up. I guess the person that we should have is Cameron Grimes. It's okay, so we're gonna in the 5 match, we're going to have, again, we're not putting them all together just yet. This is like kind of their opening. Maybe we shouldn't even have them all together or wrestling on the same night. So maybe we'll just have Nick Aldis take on Cameron Grimes in just a regular match. We're gonna have Aldis win this one. This is gonna be our one match that we choose who wins. And we'll hold off on Thatcher and Gresham until maybe Raw. Not kind of put them all together just yet. Okay, to go in our feuds, it's Jay and Solo, it's Roman and Jimmy. In an I Quit match, we're going to see Roman take on Jimmy. And we're going to be in a dog collar match. We're just going to really weird this out, but we're going to put Jay and Solo. Who did we? Oh, isn't this our? Yes, we don't have a women's. This is where we're supposed to have the women's championship match. Okay, so I lied. We were going to have another one where I auto book it, or I book it, as Bianca is going to lose this title to Io Sky. So because we're going to have Angelo and Montez. Can we go back to history? On SmackDown the 11th, who were the Street Profits took on both Pretty Deadly and Butch and Ridge. Okay. So actually, it was Butch and Ridge who I was going to put against Camp Cornette or Team Cornette. We'll hold off on that. But it'll be Butch and Ridge in this one. We're going to put Santos Escobar and Karrion Kross. Oh, I can hear I don't know if you can hear him. I can hear my neighbors. It's Labor Day weekend, so they are already going to be sitting out there. They're going to be drinking, and the lady laughs nonstop. I'm going to put Lacey Evans on. She's still on my roster. All right. She may be leaving to start a bakery and a website and all that, but she's on my roster. Lacey Evans versus Tegan Knox. Just getting some people on SmackDown that haven't been seen yet. And the debut of Adam Williams, we're going to put him with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph should get the win here. Dolph is kind of at this point helping the homegrown talent as he had the match of the night with Scotty Valentine in the last week. Now let's see what happens here. Because I didn't make that happen. At least I don't remember hitting C. But we'll see it. But yeah, this should be an interesting one. Okay, there we go. We got right to it. All right, see highlights. The white light didn't show up, so that's okay. Let's go to the ring for our opening contest. Adam Williams and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph hits the zigzag on Williams and makes the cover. Clean victory for Dolph Ziggler. I want to write to my roommate downstairs and be like, the laughing has begun. This lady will laugh for 3 days. So Dolph gets the win. He's bolstering himself, getting momentum his way because he's winning against all these, low draw people. But he's also helping them. Jimmy comes to the ring with a microphone. He's got something to say about Roman. Now Reigns comes to the ring, not looking happy. They're standing nose to nose. The tension with a knife. It's a brawl. They're having a brawl before their match tonight. Lacey Evans connects with the woman's right. She makes the cover, gets the win. Good start to Lacey's career in our promotion. The question is, which Lacey? Do we have the sassy Southern Belle like we do in the picture? Or is she the female Sergeant Slaughter? I figure her to be the sassy Southern Belle. Sorry. Austin Theory comes to the ring. I forgot Austin Theory. Oh, Theory's fighting Escobar? Okay. They're going to have a brawl. Good. I forgot about this rivalry, so it's good to know that they are going to get a little heat. Despite my poor booking. Santos is going to go up against Carrion, so hopefully, we'll say Theory kind of escalated in here, but Santos connects with his move on Karrion Kross, gets the win. That's actually a big win for Santos Escobar. I wonder if Kross is going to be upset with that. I don't know what their draws are, but Santos is looking good for our promotion. Did he get the win I think he got the win last week too. So yeah, here's what I'm thinking for. I'm figuring all this is going to go into a rivalry, maybe with, say, like a Ricochet, Jey Uso is talking to Solo in the cafeteria. Oh. Hey, Solo spits in Jay's food. That's not right. Solo walks away saying, I'm in your head. Oh, that's not right, man. Don't spit in anyone's food. Angelo Dawkins gets the pop-up spine buster. Dawkins makes the cover. He gets the win. The Street Profits are making a name for themselves when Kevin Owens comes back. They definitely look like the top team, at least on the SmackDown side. What do you think? Do we since the titles in this are separate, the Raw and the SmackDown, do we do we give them alternate matches? Do we you know, rather than have a universal or unified championships, do we split them? Aldis and Cameron Grimes. Okay, we know what's going to happen here. Grimes is down on the mat. Aldis makes the cover. He's got his feet on the ropes. The ref doesn't see it. Nick Aldis, the wrestling purist, just put his feet on the ropes and steals a victory. Just think the power of Nick Aldis with the wrestling mind of Jim Cornette behind him. Oh. But yeah, I feel like Aldis versus like a Ricochet to start us off, and then maybe lead into like, you know, as we go down the line, maybe like a Cody Rhodes where, you know, Cornette wants him to join the promotion or join the faction, but, you know, Cody turns it down, and then that turns into that rivalry, and, you know, work our way to maybe an Aldis versus Seth Rollins or whoever down the line. Io gets the, you know, cashes in the Money in the Bank. She wins with the, you know, after cashing in Money in the Bank. New women's champion. We kind of knew that was coming. But I wonder if Bianca's going to be mad about that. I don't know their draw either. But yeah, so that, and then obviously Thatcher, like I said, Thatcher and Gresham will go into the tag division. We'll work on, you know, certain teams. Again, even, you know, we could feud them with Alpha Academy because, again, they're wrestlers, but, you know, they want to, you know, have their gimmicks and stuff like that. And, you know, Solo is whipping him with the chain. He tries to leave the ring, but it's not long enough. There's no choice but to get it back in the ring. Solo wraps the chain around his knuckles, and he clocks him between the eyes. Jay goes down. Solo Sikoa wins the dog collar match. So yeah, those of you who watch this, tell me what your thoughts are. You know the players now. You know there's Cornette, you know there's Gresham, you know there's Thatcher, and you know there's Aldis. I'm not going to tell you who my fourth member is yet. So where would you go with this? How would you start this? Now, like I said, my first thought is to put a feud with Aldis and Ricochet, and then maybe Thatcher and Gresham. I don't know who I would put Thatcher and Gresham with yet. Street Profits are in the ring. They call out Butch and Ridge. Oh, I didn't know they were feuding. Good thing I put them together. Butch and Ridge come out. They take them out. And we're at an I Quit match with Reigns and Uso. This I Quit match has been brutal. Roman has Jimmy down. He graduates with a sledgehammer. He's starting to crush the head of Jimmy. This is the lengths they'll go. Jimmy makes the choice and says, I quit. Oh. Now, if this were WWE, if this were, you know, Jimmy would have said he quits, and then Roman still would have hit him with the sledgehammer. So we'll say that happened. So Dolph Ziggler beats Adam Williams with the 79. Lacey Evans defeats Tegan Knox with the 70. Santos defeats Karrion Kross with the 75. Street Profits defeat Ridge and Butch with the 79. Nick Aldis defeats Cameron Grimes with the 78. Io Sky and Bianca Belair went 82. Solo and Jay went 84, and Roman and Jimmy went 85. Notice this happened again on SmackDown, is that, okay, our first match with Dolph and whoever went high, and then every match after that was basically better than the one after that. There's one little discrepancy here, which was the 79 versus 78, but every match was getting better, and an overall show rating of 90.20 on this one. That's huge. The numbers are going higher and higher. We had 1.993. Wow, that is, yes, a big one, just under 2 million. And our promoter rating went to 5%, went up by 5% and is now 100%. Huge. And we got a wrestler complaint. Is it Bianca or is it, who was the other one that, Karrion Kross or Bianca? Let's see. It is Bianca who's unhappy. Well, you can win it back. You just had to lose it for the time being. Okay. All right. So our locker room morale is up. Our rating is up. Our title value went up. Our feud rating went up. And nothing else on the show has changed. Okay, so let's get to the Monday. Okay, no emails. Let's look at our weekly, no, weekly rankings. Okay, I wish I knew what last week's was, but look at Raw is number one, 1.99. I mean, SmackDown is number one, 1.993 million. Raw is 1.276. Dynamite went 1.1. Collision was 4. NXT was 5. Rampage was 6. New Japan was 7. Impact just over 100,000. NXT Level Up was 9th. And Ring of Honor Club was 10th. So, well, look at just this. I mean, I don't know like the overall stuff, but just look at this. Our lowest TV viewership was 978,000 for Raw, and just a few weeks later, we know we're already at 1.2 million. So that's a good thing. Let's look at our feuds. How are they going? Rollins and Balor up. Our Drew McIntyre Gunther one is higher than everyone, probably because of the title fight. I did not do anything with Bad Bunny and Logan Paul, so there's dead in the water at this point. Yes, Jay and Solo are high up there. So is Austin and Santos. So is Butch and Ridge versus the Street Profits. Yeah. But Jimmy and Roman was dead in the water after the first week, and Edison now moved up, so that is a good thing. The Sledgehammer, helped with that. All right, so that's going to be it. A little shorter today because of that random hiccup, but that's okay. We are now at August 21st. We are just 3 weeks away from Payback. And yeah, so now the kind of start of my storyline of the wrestling, faction, with Jim Cornette leading. We're gonna put. I'm gonna have your roster. I'm going to have all this. I was worried that Aldis wasn't going to sign because he wanted to be a face, and I turned him heel. So Jim Cornette is going to accompany Aldis to the ring. There we go. He's not going to accompany Thatcher and Gresham yet. We're kind of like maybe at Payback. Maybe we'll do like a 6-man at Payback. But we'll see. Give me your ideas. What do you think should happen with this new wrestling faction as we slowly build this together? Leave a message in comments or, on, the socials, that High Volume Games on the X/Twitter. Till then, so again, this is Promotion Wars. It go to pwremastered.com to check out the game. Join the PW Arena to talk about it. And yeah, so come back here for the next the next episodes. I'm doing these pretty much once a week right now, and we'll go until I burn out or something. So till then, I'll see you next week for another episode. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Be safe. And we'll see you soon. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Wait, let me save it first. Okay. Have a great night, everyone. Take care now. Bye.